Hi everyone, I'm Lance. Welcome to my channel and welcome to the Color Art Summer Solstice educational event. Okay, let's just jump on into the waters of this fun Mixed Media Mermaid tutorial. I'm doing this on a 12 by 12 wooden cradle board that I got off Amazon, and as you can see I'm taping my edges along the edge of the mermaid, but I have left part of the tape up vertically, so I'm basically creating like a walled off area around the drawing of my mermaid. So I'll have the shape of my mermaid, and as you saw too, I put some varnish around the edges just to kind of seal it up good, and I'm layering my cup here and I'm just kind of doing like a dirty pour. The colors are mixed 2-to-1 with floetrol and paint, and I will leave the recipes in the description box for what the paints are here. And I'm just doing a wandering pour, and I'm just kind of sliding that around and just trying to make sure I get enough paint off so that there will be no cracking. And I'm really not that concerned with the design all that much, and I'll show you why in just a second. It's not the most outstanding wandering pour, but it will serve its purpose. I'm going to use some WD-40 here, and I put some little drops of the gold just because I thought it would be nice to have that in there. And now you can see the WD-40, and that's going to give me that chameleon cell effect. And if you can see it, it makes these almost like flower-like shapes. I put it on some caps, and when you put it on a cap and it kind of distributes out, it creates kind of like flower-like shape. And I also used some Cell Activator with some Australian floetrol, and I just put some more blue down because I wanted some more blue on the inside of the area there around the mermaid. And now I'm just kind of showing you kind of how pretty these cells are, and you know, the shimmery, of course, effect of some of these metallic paints is beautiful. And you know, that's just kind of step one. Now, in taking your tape off, as you can see, I'm pulling kind of straight up here, and I've let this sit after the pour for about 2 to 3 hours, probably. Enough time for the paint to kind of get tacky and kind of sticky and not be so fluid or movable anymore. Just because you don't want it to roll back over, you know, your nice drawing that you have here. Wanted the shape of the mermaid to still be there, and as you can see, it is. And you just have to be careful when you're pulling that tape off. As usual, Color Art is giving away some great prizes, and you need to subscribe to my channel, like this video, give it a thumbs up, and leave me a comment, and you'll be entered to win my $50 channel mini prize from Color Art. And all of the artists, all 19 artists, will be doing this, so please do the same for every artist. Subscribe to their channel, like their video, and leave them a comment. That way you'll have 19 chances to win one of the mini prizes. I am using some of the drips that were poured off the sides to fill in those areas that are too intricate on the inside of the mermaid's arm to her hair, and on the other side of the inside of her arm, in order to match the background. So you just have to pick up some of that kind of drizzled area and then put it back in, and then I'm using my stir stick there, and then I use kind of like a little plastic dowel to kind of help fill that in as well. And for me, using this technique with the tape was just a way to get a cleaner look, because I have taped off things before when I've poured over it, and you know, with the tape, and then you wait until it completely dries and then it pulls off the paint with it, and I just have better success doing it this way. And you see there I was painting the tail white just so that I have a base and so that the wood is sealed there. And I am using of all things, the sweet potatoes that we had, I went to the kitchen and got some of the bag that has that fish netting look. And so this is going to be what I'm going to do in a little bit with my mermaid tail. I'm going to give her that look of fish scales using, you know, kind of some of my found object in the kitchen with my sweet potatoes. So just kind of a little different way to use some mixed media in this mermaid piece. Okay, now I've put in some flat brown for her hair as kind of like the underpainting, and you can see now that I'm putting the tail in. And I mixed some wasabi, some Prism Pour wasabi with some water dragon, and yeah, I've mixed some other paints in too, and I think I even put some white in with it. And so I start trying to create, you know, some volume and shape, you know, little by little, layer by layer, and kind of give the tail some of the brush strokes that are kind of lively for her tail. And now you can see I have put in some diamonds and pearls, some vivid, intense diamonds and pearls in her tail, and you can kind of see it glimmering there in the light. And I put it, you know, in the part of her tail that's going to have the fishnet there from my potato bag. And I'm putting some PVA glue down just over her tail, and that's where I'm going to put my netting from the potato bag. And I cut it to shape, and I painted it with some blue paint, and then I'm just trying to seal it down. And it's flexible, the PVA glue. And once you have it down, I'm just using some cuticle scissors here, just things that I had around the house, and cuticle scissors work well for me. And I'm just trimming it down so that it doesn't look messy around the edges, and it works quite well. I wanted to just show you the beautiful metallics I'm using for her hair from Color Art. The Vivid Intense Tuscan Gold, look at like how shimmery and golden that color is. And Baltic Amber, using the Prism Pour Baltic Amber, and that's just a gorgeous coppery, sparkly color. And this, I believe, is the Aztec Bronze, and it's also another just beautiful bronze, kind of has that brown sable-y tone to it, but just brilliantly shimmery and sparkly. And so it really made her hair stand out with such shine, and you'll see that in the end when we do flyovers of, I'll do a flyover of the final piece, and it just has so much shimmer and sparkle in the light, and perfect for mermaid's hair, I think. Now I'm just showing you some of the brushwork for the refining the details of her face, and sometimes it's tedious when you're painting small and you're using such small, fine, detailed brushes, but I enjoy it. I think it's kind of fun, and I'm just trying to refine the shape of her face a bit and bring out her profile and some of the details in her eyes, and yeah, I was pretty pleased with that, and I think she's really starting to take shape. Okay, so that's a real starfish that I got in a packet of shells that I got from Michael's, and I thought it was really cute, and I'm going to put it in her hair, but I wanted to go ahead and paint it out white so it gives more contrast in her beautiful fiery red hair, and so that's what you see me doing here, and I'm of course using my parchment paper to do that. Now I have my silicone mat down over the top of my mermaid so that I can draw out with the glue gun. I'm going to draw out kind of her crown. I'm going to make a crown for her head, and then I'm also going to do some kind of jewelry like piping to her top. And then I'm going to give her kind of like a gold belt around her waist that the shells that I've painted around her waist will be attached to, because I thought this would just be kind of a fun way to use the glue gun. It's not quite like the Tanya Bundt technique that is so popular, and I've even done some myself using her technique, but it is similar. I'm just using it to embellish a little here and there to give a little 3D effect, and it's kind of, I want it to be almost jewelry-like, so I'm going to use some 24 karat gold paint and paint it on, I'm going to put these on my parchment paper and paint them so I don't get my silicone mat messed up. But I'm going to do that and kind of make these kind of look kind of jewelry-like for her. I may have forgotten to mention, but I am adhering these onto her by using PVA glue on the back side, and that's how I'm adhering these pieces to the canvas. I told you earlier about how myself and the other 18 artists will be awarding a $50 channel mini prize to one of the people who have left a comment, so you want to be sure and leave comments on everybody's video. But also, Color Art is awarding a $400 grand prize shopping spree to those who follow along. There'll be a secret phrase, and the secret phrase is in order of all the videos and how they run between the 2 days. And so if you follow along through each video, somewhere within that video is a secret word. And be sure and stay tuned, because my secret word will be coming up soon. But if you put all of those words together and form the secret phrase, you can go to colorart.com and cast your vote for the secret phrase, and you'll be entered to win the $400 grand prize shopping spree from Color Art. I told you my secret phrase word was coming, and my secret phrase word is in. Again, my secret phrase word is in.
Like these frozen
I got a package of really tiny, different sized flat back pearls from Michaels also, and you can see that I have kind of adorned her crown and her belt and around the top of her top with the pearls. And I'm also putting a flat back pearl in one of the clamshells that I got from my packet of shells from Michaels, and so I put that there in her hand, so she's holding that shell with the pearl. And I'm doing the flyover now. Now you can see how shimmery and beautiful, vibrant her hair is and her tail is, with the diamonds and pearls kind of glistening in the light. I hope this has inspired you to maybe try something like this with mixed media and some of the beautiful paints from Color Art as well. And I want to thank you for hanging out with me through this Mixed Media Mermaid tutorial. And up after me is Taslima Maya of Taslima Maya Art. So please check her video out and check out all the videos from the artists, all 19. And thank you for watching, and please come back and see me again real soon.